Hello and welcome. It's our buddy Maya with our friend Parker in the house. Yeah, it's great to have you guys on. It's so good to see your smiling faces.
Yeah, it's so nice to be here. Thank you guys so much for having me again.
Of
Of
course.
course, thank you so much for calling back in.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, friends, this is Maya's latest news to keep you in the groove. These two kids are way more hip than I am, so I'm going to turn the camera off and probably chime in a couple times here and there, but I'll let you guys take it away. Sound good?
I dig it. Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
You got it.
Thank
Sounds good.
you. Okay, so since we talked yesterday, I
Yeah.
added a couple more things to the list
Okay. hit me.
because it was hard to keep it to 10 this week.
Yeah, it's a
So-
lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. So my picks for shows this week are the final season of Dead to Me, which just came out on Netflix on Friday.
Yep.
And I love that show. So we started watching it last night.
Okay.
And then the new Hulu show, Fleischman is in Trouble with Jesse Eisenberg. And that one is also really good. And then The Calling, which I can't remember what that's on, but yeah.
Okay. What is it called again? Which movie is that? Or is it a TV show?
Yeah, that's a new show.
Oh, let me look it up. You say it's called The Calling. Is it like a?
Yeah.
Is it like a calling, like, or the calling, like you're called to do something, like it's like a talent or like a career path or something like that, or is it like a creepy thing?
I think it's like a detective show or cop show. Now I'm blanking on it.
Oh yeah, and aspiring travel bloggers battle it out against one another to win the food and travel scholarship and an opportunity to be an official blogger for 1 year. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not what it's about.
So it's a TV show though?
Yeah, it's a crime drama, and it says so.
I got it here. Yeah. It's a Peacock show, it looks like.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Guided by a deep sense of spirituality and religious principles, NYPD detective Avaram is left to question his own humanity when a routine investigation turns upside down.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty intense. So did you watch any of it, or is that something you're still like looking to watch?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I think it looks really good.
I dig it. So keep going. So you got more.
Yeah. Well, that's it for
TV shows.
Shows this week.
Okay.
Do you have any shows that you're watching?
So the only thing that I've watched recently, I think the last time that we spoke, I hadn't started watching this yet, but I just watched and finished the show, The White Lotus, which is that new TV show that won all the Emmys. Did you watch the Emmys this year?
I watched I don't remember. I think I watched part of it.
So when they were like nominating people for the categories, it would be like, oh, best supporting actress. And then they'd be like, this person, The White Lotus, this person, Succession, this person, The White Lotus, this person, this other show, this person, The White Lotus. And they kept going back to it. And it was like, man, the show is getting nominated for everything.
Yeah.
And it won so many things. And I was like, I got to check this show out. So I finally watched it. It's an anthology TV show. So every single season is like a different story, but it sort of follows, from what I understand, at the very least, the name The White Lotus, but I don't know what specifically the correlation is. In this season, The White Lotus is a tropical resort kind of thing. And it follows like 4 different storylines, I want to say. of like 4 different families and people that come to this island resort, and they get in this like crazy intermingling like of plots. It's like funny, kind of darkly like funny and intense in its own way. And it was really good though. I liked it. I
Oh,
definitely enjoyed it.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never watched it, but my mom watched it.
Oh, what did she
So,
think of it when she saw it? Did she like it?
yeah, I'm trying to remember what she said. Yeah, I think she liked it.
Yeah,
Uh,
it is good. It's good. It's not
yeah,
like, I wouldn't say I go out of my way and say it's like the greatest show in the world or anything like
yeah,
that. And there are parts of it I definitely wasn't a huge fan of, but overall, I would say it's a really fun show. And the score, like the music of it, is pretty sick. And they kept playing that throughout the whole show because the score they had for the show, it's like they were wanting to make something like tribal but like hip hop. And so they had like the that kind of like that music. They
yeah.
had someone doing that while like there was like a beat to it and everything. It was really kind of cool. And they play that throughout the whole show. And it like, I don't know, it gave us some like really cool spice. So
Oh,
there's definitely some
cool.
cool aspects to it.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there were a couple people that recommended that show
Mhm.
to me. And then
Yeah.
when I was telling my mom about it, she was like, yeah, I don't think you would like it.
Oh, really?
Cause yeah, cause she knows what I like. And
Mm, I'm
so
with you.
I think
I'm with
she
you.
was saying she didn't think I'd really like that.
Yeah, you watch enough stuff as it is. Your mom can like, she can be like the filter. She can watch them and she could be like, yes, no, yes, no. And then, you
Yeah.
can just watch whatever comes out of that. I'm
Yeah.
with you. Probably wouldn't be a huge fan of it, but I don't know. Maybe check it out sometime.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I
Yeah.
got for TV shows though.
Okay. Well, cool. Yeah. And well, my picks for movies this week are the new movies, The People We Hate at the Wedding, which is
Okay.
on Amazon Prime, and that's with Ben Platt, Kristen Bell, Allison Janney,
Yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah.
all these people, and
Yeah.
my mom and I watched it together over the weekend,
Oh, that's
and
nice.
it's I really liked it.
Okay.
But also I love everybody in it, and
I was gonna say it's got like all your people. Got
yeah,
Ben Platt.
yeah.
You're a musician. I mean, I know you must love him.
Yeah, he's one of my all-time favorite singers. And
He's
so
good.
anything he's in, I am obsessed with. So
Mm. What do you
yeah.
like about the movie? Or you say it's a movie, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's well, I like that it's like a rom-com.
Mm.
And so it's funny, and it's I don't know. It's also really sweet. There's this one scene that I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about it,
Not
but
spoil it,
there's
of
this
course, but
one,
without
yeah,
spoiling it,
yeah.
what did you like about the scene?
There's this one scene that's just really sweet because it's all the family members, and there's something that they do together that I won't spoil it, but it's at the end
Okay.
of the movie, and it's really sweet.
So it sounds like it's kind of a heartfelt, like sweet, like it sounds like it's a nice movie that you could watch with your mom over the weekend, just like you did.
Yeah, yeah.
I got you. I got you. So I guess there's anyone out there that wants to like watch a movie with their mom over the weekend, they might just have to check that one out
Yeah,
because it's got
yeah,
that one really sweet family scene.
yeah. And it's just I loved it because I mean, as you know, I love everybody that's in it. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
That is pretty sweet. I dig it. I dig it.
yeah. Yeah, and then the new Apple TV Plus movie Spirited,
Mm,
which is so good. I love that movie. My family and I watched it yesterday, and it's with Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell, and Octavia Spencer. Again, all people I love.
I
And
don't know if I heard of this movie. What is it?
it's called Spirited, and
Okay.
it's a different take on think it's A Christmas Carol.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, and we watched it, and it's so good, and it's like one of the best reimaginings of the movie, I think.
You know
And
what? I think I've seen the poster for this movie. It's like Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds are doing like a little dance together, and they're both like looking at the kid, and they got their like Christmas outfit. I think I've seen that poster. I don't know if I've seen the trailer for it, but I've seen the poster a lot for sure.
oh, cool.
So
Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
yeah, and it's so good. And I didn't know that any of them could sing, and they're
Oh,
all
sweet.
really good. They're all really talented.
Seriously.
Yeah. And
I could see like Octavia Spencer having some like passion. She's a passionate actor. I could see her
Yeah.
having some like a really good voice. I'm a little surprised that Will Ferrell has a good voice, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but then as I was thinking about it, I didn't know he could sing. I was like, wait, he sang in Elf, and he had like I think he had a good voice. We saw that the last time we watched that movie was a couple years ago, so I can't feel like
I'm with you.
I don't
I'm with you.
fully remember all of it, but yeah,
Yeah.
I think he sang in that movie, and so I was like, okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
I just couldn't remember that he could
Did you
sing.
ever see the movie? And you may have not seen this. Have you ever seen this movie Step Brothers?
I haven't. I've
Oh,
heard
he's got
about it,
this.
but
He's got this really funny movie in the scene where he's talking with John C. Reilly's character, which is his stepbrother, and Will Ferrell is like, "I got the voice of an angel." He's like, and he makes some sort of joke about it, and it's super funny. He's just like, and he starts like singing this song, and it's like really bad, but then John C. Reilly is like, "Wow, that was I think you were floating as you were singing, like you had an aura around you." And he was like, "Yeah, it's just I'm just such a good singer, thank you." And that's all I remember of him singing, and so that's my only memory of it. So I'm like, he can't be that good, but maybe we'll have to check this one out then and
Yeah.
see him singing well.
Yeah, it's he's really talented, and I have been listening to the soundtrack again to pretty much all day today.
Oh, sweet. So it's got a good soundtrack to it too. The movie's good, and it's a musical, yeah? Like the whole thing is like, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we were all saying, my family and I were all saying that we figured we would like the music because it's written by the same guys who did The Greatest Showman and Dear Evan Hansen and La La Land, and we love all of that music. So.
Wait, the same people wrote all of those?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's super cool. I had no idea.
Yeah.
The music I remember from La La Land was really good, and I know the music from Dear Evan Hansen is really good. I don't remember The Greatest Showman's music as much, but it's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we love The Greatest Showman, and so we listen to that a lot. And I just recently, a few months ago, started listening to the La La Land soundtrack again. And
it is good.
Yeah.
The first one that comes to me is the City of Stars one that Ryan Gosling sings, which is pretty awesome. It's a great song.
Yeah.
Some really good stuff in there.
Yeah.
It's solid. That's pretty cool though. I dig it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you should definitely check that one out.
Yeah, so it's called Spirited?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Yeah.
definitely check that out. I'm looking for good Christmas movies.
Well,
I don't find that many of them. Like, it's hard to come around like good seasonal films because they're always so cheeky. They're either really cheeky and cheesy, or they like try and do something different and be cool and everything. I'm like, I just want a good Christmas movie. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
miss those. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
God,
Okay.
that would be cool.
Yeah. Well, there's another one that we watched years ago, and so I don't fully remember it, but I remember I liked it. So it's called Angels Sing, and it's with
Okay.
Harry Connick Jr.
Oh, I do
And
know this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and it's funny because always like in like December, and my family and I love finding just bad Christmas movies
Hmm.
and watching them. And we watched this one, and it's not bad. It's like it's so good. And so
Yeah.
afterwards, after watching it, we were all like, that was really good, but we were a little bit disappointed because we were looking for a bad one.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, we were like, but this one was so good.
Man, Henry Connick Jr. Yeah, come on, man. Go and do a Hallmark movie, man. We just want something bad.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. That is cool though. Yeah, if you find any more, if you could think of any more Christmas movies, hit me up for sure. I definitely want to
Okay.
like make a bigger list of those.
Okay, I will. Yeah. And there's also the new movie Disenchanted on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Mhm.
Which is we started yesterday, and we watched I think like 20 or 30 minutes of it, and like I love everybody in it, but it like Enchanted is one of my favorite movies, and it definitely it had this one had a more like serious and kind of darker tone to it.
Okay.
And so like everybody in it was really good. It's just, I don't know, the first one is like so fun and light, and
It
so
is. It is.
I didn't feel like finishing it last night because I was like, I don't really want to watch something kind of a little bit darker.
Yeah. What parts of it did you feel like were going more in like a darker area than a lighter one?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was like really dark. It just didn't have like that fun tone to it that the first one had.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hi.
That's my brother Taylor. Hey, Tay. Hey.
Hi.
I'm on a phone call. What's his name? This is Maya. Maya.
Hi.
Hey, Tay, can you shut the door when you leave? Okay. Thank you, buddy. My family's actually visiting town right now. We got some people over for Thanksgiving, actually, which would be pretty cool. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's fun.
You got a lot of people at my place right now. It's hectic over here. It's crazy. My room is a disaster. My family managed to kick me out and then like take over my entire bedroom. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's this new holiday movie called Holiday Harmony that comes out November 24th
Okay.
on HBO Max, which I'm really excited to see. I saw the
good holiday
trailer,
one. There you go.
yeah, it looks really cute, so I'm excited.
Holiday Harmony, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's with Sissany from who's a part of On Air with Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you got like a personal connection to it too.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. I dig it. When does that come out, you say?
November 24th.
Oh, sweet. So like in a few days from now.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it like a is it like a streaming show? Is it coming out on like Netflix or anything like
Yeah,
that?
it's it's a movie and it's
Okay.
coming out on HBO Max.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. That'll be sweet. Hey, if that's a good Christmas movie, let me know. Like I said, I'd love to get in the holiday,
I
all in the
will.
holiday spirits.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. Yeah, and so I have three more picks for movies,
Yeah.
and they're all older movies, but
Okay.
there's one called Definitely Maybe, which came out in 2008, and I just rewatched it. It's with Ryan Reynolds and Elizabeth Banks
Okay.
and all these people. And it's so good. It's one of my favorite Ryan Reynolds movies. It's a rom-com.
Okay. That is pretty cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it like is that at all a holiday movie or is that just like a rom-com?
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
rom-com. It's about so he has a daughter and it's in the movie and he's telling his daughter how he met her mom. But it's this story of there's a bunch of different people and so you don't know who her mom is, and so he's like changing all their names, and so she has to try to figure out who she is by the end of the story. And it's a really cute movie.
I dig it. That's pretty sweet. Did you watch that because you were watching Spirited and you saw him in that? Oh, I assume so.
Well, Ryan Reynolds is one of my favorite actors, and so I saw Definitely Maybe years ago, but after watching Spirited, I was like, I really want to watch this movie again because I didn't like. I remembered bits and pieces, but I remembered bits and pieces of it, but I just remembered loving it. So
yeah. That is pretty sweet. Did you say that's from 2008?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of the next three movies are older movies.
Some throwbacks.
But, yeah, and then there's the movie Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which came out in 2010. But I just watched over the weekend. I watched it with my sister, and because she and her mom watched it a few years ago, and then she thought we all watched it together, and I was like, did we? I had no memory of the movie, and watching it was like, it's so funny. But I was like, I have no memory of watching this. And then when I talked to my mom the next day, she was like, yeah, you didn't watch it with us. And so I was like, okay, that's why I have no memory of the movie.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to remember all the time, especially when you watch them from so long ago. It's like, it kind of sounds, because you start to like, you see a poster so many times and you hear the name so many times, you're like, did I watch that? You're like, maybe I just am so like familiar with it, and that's why it seems normal to me.
Yeah. So, but that one is really funny. It's a horror comedy, and so there are some parts that are like that are pretty creepy, and my sister kept warning me. She was like, okay, this part actually gets really creepy. And so I was always like, thank you for the warning. So she warned me when it got like darker and a little bit gory.
Yeah, I know you don't like scary movies, so that's good. At least it's lighthearted. It's got that it's got that sunny side up kind of thing. I don't know. It's sort of it's fun. I mean, I've seen like I haven't seen that movie in particular, but I've seen movies like it before, and those movies can be a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's one with Ryan Reynolds that called The Voices that
I've seen that, yeah.
Oh, we watched it for Halloween 1 year, years ago when we were in middle school. And I think we got 30 minutes into it. And because my mom had never heard of the movie, none of us had. And so we started watching it and we got 30 minutes in and we were all like so disturbed by it.
Yeah.
So we stopped it, and then my sister watched it like a while later with a friend, and she was like, "It's actually really funny." And
it's a very lighthearted movie. But it's a little disturbing, the concept of it, but yeah, it's a very like lighthearted, funny movie for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, Ryan Reynolds is one of my favorite actors, but I remember when we watched it and how I felt watching it. I was like, I don't think I want to watch this.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because there have been a couple times I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll try it again. And I'm like, no, I don't think I want to.
So, I'm with you. I'll just go watch Spirited instead.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. And then the movie literally right before Aaron, which came out in 2017. And that's a rom-com.
I was gonna say.
And it's with Kobe Smulders and Justin Long and Ryan Eggold wrote and directed it, I think.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I love him, and so. Yeah. I mean, you know how I feel about New Amsterdam. So.
Yeah. It's written all over your face when you say his name. You're like, and Ryan Eggold wrote and directed it. So obviously it's my favorite.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. How was that? Was that a good film?
Yeah, it's really good. It's also one of those that we watched years ago, and so I remembered liking it, but I didn't fully remember it. So then we watched it again over the weekend. So it's really good.
That is pretty cool. I dig it. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
A lot of movies you watch. Man, you watch a ton of movies this week.
Yeah. My mom had a work event one day over the weekend. So my sister and I had a movie night where we watched Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and literally right before Aaron.
Oh, cool.
So,
I dig it. That is cool.
Yeah.
Doing the movie marathons is always a lot of fun where you watch them like back to back. It's a good time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That is cool.
I always love doing that. So
yeah.
So do you have any picks for movies?
I would say this week, the one that I watched that was kind of fun. I like The Fablemans. It's the new Steven Spielberg movie.
Oh yeah.
I watched that in theaters. That was a lot of fun. It's a little long. I don't know if it was too long, but it's a little bit of a longer film, and it's a really sweet movie about his like childhood, like growing up, and it's like slightly fictionalized version of like what actually happened to him in real life. And I thought it was a lot of fun though. It was really sweet. It was a cool movie. Yeah,
Oh,
so I watched
cool.
that one, it was really cool. And I watched a movie called The Menu, which was also pretty fun. I know you definitely would not like that one because there's a lot of killing and there's a lot of gore, but it's a movie about these people that go to this very fine dining like island for this evening dinner, high class, like super like all these like billionaires and stuff like that sitting in a room eating dinner, and then like they're getting trapped there and they're all gonna get killed by the end of the meal, and they have to figure out a way to escape. It's fun. It's a fun film. I actually really did enjoy that movie. It was intense. Like I said, you would not like it because they do a lot of killing in it and they do a lot of like a lot of gore stuff,
Okay.
but it's good though.
Okay.
It is good.
Oh, cool.
You would like The
Yeah.
Fablemans though. So if you get a chance to check
Okay.
out that's a fun film.
Okay. Oh, cool.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard a lot about both movies. So
Mm. Yeah. The Fablemans was better. I'll say that.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to add that to my list.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
y- yeah.
Whenever it comes out on streaming, which probably won't be too long, you can check that out
Yeah.
probably on like Paramount Plus, something like that. I think it was made by Paramount, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, there are two movies that I really want to see. I mean, there's a lot, but there's
Hmm.
two movies that on Friday, this new movie called She Said
Yeah.
came out, and I
Yeah.
am so excited to see that movie.
Hmm.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really excited to see that. And then there's an older movie. I don't remember when it came out, but it's called B-Side, and I had never heard of it. And it's with Ryan Eggold. So,
There
which
you
is
go.
why I
Obviously, you gotta.
yeah, yeah. And then, but it also, so here's how I heard of the movie, but then I
Okay.
watched the trailer and I was like, this looks really good. So
Okay.
I'm excited for when I can watch it. I'm not
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because I don't think my sister wants to see it. So,
Hmm.
but
I'm with you. I'm with you. That'd be cool.
yeah,
Man,
yeah,
there's a lot of movies coming out. We're getting that time of year. Over the
yeah,
next like month, there'll be a lot of movies that are coming out. Like a lot of like really good films too, because they
yeah,
all want to get an Oscar. So they'll all be released like in the end of the year during Christmas time.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, B-Side is that's a few years old. I don't remember what year that came
Oh,
out. But
okay.
it's
I thought
not
you were saying it was like a sequel or something to that one. That one's already like,
oh yeah,
okay, I got you. I
yeah,
got you.
yeah,
Okay, cool. I dig
yeah,
it. I dig it.
yeah. Yeah, and I feel like I can really just say, and Ryan Eggold is in it, and then you're like, yes, I know why
There you
you're
go.
gonna watch it.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. Well, I was looking at the entire cast of New Amsterdam. I was
Uh,
looking at everything that had been in on Saturday to find a movie for my sister and I to watch because I showed her the episode maybe tomorrow,
Okay.
which I talked about on my show a few weeks ago. I know I told you about.
Yep.
And yeah, and so that's how I found B-Side and how I remembered about Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Hmm.
And yeah, I just lost my train of thought, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. It's an easy way. You just like find those people you like, and you're like, well, man, if I like that one person, I'd like to see like what kind of work that they do, and you can kind of get like an overall. It gives you a better appreciation for him too, I imagine, as an actor, because you get to see like what kind of projects he's in and like where he where he's gone with that in his career, and how that like tells more about him as like an artist and a craftsman or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
So, yeah. And okay, a quick aside before I get to my picks for music.
Yeah.
There is, so I was telling Leia over the weekend that about when I showed her the New Amsterdam episode. I was telling her I'm so sad because it's the series is ending. I think it's January 17th. That's when the series finale airs. And it's going to be a 2-hour series finale, and they're having a 2-hour fall finale tomorrow. And there's only, I think, 5 episodes left, and so I think it's like 2 back-to-back episodes. And so I was like, I love getting 2 hours of New Amsterdam, but at the same time, like I want to save it. I don't want it to be over. Like, this is one show I will be crying when watching the series finale.
That's kind of sweet though. There's something kind of nice about that, of having like that cathartic, like emotional goodbye. Like, it's something I really like, something I dig with.
Yeah.
That's
There's
cool.
a lot of shows ending this year that I will be doing that for.
They seem to do that. Like there'll be a bunch of like shows released at the same time. There'll be a bunch of shows that end at the same time. It feels like it's kind of consistent in that way.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it seems to go in waves for some reason. A lot of those like, popular TV shows will like end at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
New Amsterdam and A Million Little Things both aired the same year, and they're both ending this year.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I was like,
that is
no, I don't want them to end.
Yeah, I'm with you. You come to like know the characters. It's like, man, now I just gotta rewatch a show again.
Yeah, but I'll probably be texting you when the series finales air, and so but the final season of A Million Little Things doesn't premiere until February, so that's gonna be on for a little longer. So you
have to rip it off both at the same time. You could do like one, and then you wait a month, and then you can do the next one.
Yeah. So my picks for music this week are the Spirited soundtrack, and David Alexander's new song "Dancing Alone," which I love him. He's just a great singer, and I actually interviewed him a few years ago. He went to my high school, and so
wow.
And so
that's crazy.
it was before everything shut down, so he actually came into the studio, and I interviewed him, and he played some songs.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's his name again, you say?
David Alexander.
David Alexander, okay.
Yeah.
I heard of him before, for sure. How old is he? Like, obviously, he's your age. He's like 18, 19?
He's like 20, 21.
Oh. I'm thinking he was in your same grade. He was in your same school.
Yeah, he was like a year or 2 older.
I got you.
So we weren't in the same grade, but
Okay.
But I realized I think there's a country artist with the same name, because every time I look him up,
Oh, really?
the country artist's music comes up.
Mm, to
And so,
specify. Yeah.
yeah.
It is not like an incredibly unique name, David Alexander. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I've known a lot of people with the last name Alexander and with the first name David, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple like famous David Alexanders.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um, and then uh McKenna Grace's song Self Dysmorphia,
Okay.
which that one I've had on replay a lot. And then the new song Almost Happy by Elijah Woods, and the song I Wish You Loved Me by the band Nightly,
Okay.
who I love their music. They're one of my favorite bands. I actually interviewed them a few years ago too.
Man, you interviewed all these people. Crazy.
Yeah.
Sweet as that.
Thanks. Yeah. And then the Bacon Brothers have a new song out called Philly Thing,
Okay.
which I just recently listened to, and it's really good. And I love Kevin Bacon, so he's just so talented. It's him and his brother, who now I'm forgetting his name.
The other member in the band, or the other
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
So are these all songs you heard for the first time this week, or are these things you've heard in the past that you're just remembering this week?
They're all songs that were just recently released last week.
Oh,
like
these are all new
Friday.
songs. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I got you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
there's music. That's crazy. How do you find these? Do you go on like the top like 10 lists and stuff like that, or do you just like keep up to date with who's releasing what?
For some people, I do, but for all of these, like I follow them on social media, so I know when, like, I see when they release things, and so I follow them all on like every social media and on Spotify, so I always know when they release.
That is pretty cool. So you're like an actual fan of them then.
Yeah.
You're actually like keeping up to date with them in the way like fans would be. That's pretty sweet. I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah. So do you have any picks for music this week?
I don't listen to a lot of music. I want to, and the more I hear you talk about it, the more I'm like, man, I want to get into this stuff more, but I don't listen to a lot of music as it is. It's kind of crazy. I listen to a lot of older stuff, but not a lot of like newer music.
Okay.
Maybe I'll have to do what you do and like look on Instagram and follow the people that I like. I don't keep as like up to date with like who's releasing what, because there are definitely artists that I like, but I guess I just never like done that before, of like going out of my way to be like, oh, I wonder what they're releasing. So whenever people mention music, I'm like, man, I wish I knew what you guys were talking about, but I'm so out of the loop. No, this weekend I don't have any music to offer.
Okay.
Although I think that your options were like more than enough for the both of us, because you had like all these, yours were like eclectic. They went from like, I don't know, Kevin Bacon and his band to David Alexander and this country singer who also apparently is David Alexander. All these people you got.
Well, the country singer, I've only heard a little
I'm messing with you.
Because I think it's like, it was when I was searching for David, his music, the country singer's music came up. And so I only listened to like part of one of his songs, but
I dig it. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet though. I dig it. There's a lot of good music opportunities. Send me all those songs. I'd like to listen to them and check them out.
I will. Yeah. McKenna Grace, she was in the show A Friend of the Family.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I already knew her from some other things and I already knew her music, but
Okay.
I love her song You Ruined Nirvana. That's one of my favorite songs of hers.
I just looked her up. I know who you're talking about. She's a really big actor too.
Yeah.
Like you said, she was in that one show. Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff. She's pretty popular.
Yeah. She is. Yeah, and
That is
she's
pretty cool.
really talented.
I dig it.
Yeah.
That's cool, Maya. We got a lot of stuff. That's pretty sweet. I feel like we covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. Yeah, my taste, it's a wide range for everything.
Yeah. You're very eclectic. You're very like you don't have a lot of, I don't know. You don't have like a specific thing that you like, which is really cool. I think it like opens you up to like, and granted, you don't like horror or thriller or anything like that, and you like comedy and rom-coms a lot more. So
yeah, I mean, I do like thrillers.
Sorry, not horror. Horrors, you don't like horror. You like some thrillers.
Yeah.
Some thrillers, and then you love like comedy and rom-com. That's like your and musicals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's sweet. That's a great place to fall into. Actually, the movie I'm watching right now is Wreck-It Ralph. I love that movie. That movie is so much fun. Gosh,
yeah.
I used to love like that movie and like How to Train Your Dragon and movies like that. Those were like my bomb, man. Those are so much fun.
Yeah, those are good movies.
They really are. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
I do dig it. Well, sweet, Maya. This was awesome. Thank you so much for inviting me to do this and come on and talk.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming back on. It's always so much fun when you call in. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
So Maya, was this the David Alexander? The country David Alexander?
I think so, yeah.
You know what's funny about that? As I worked with him, he used to live in Denver, and we did a song together for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Oh, get out of here.
So I was like, I wonder if she's talking about that David Alexander.
That's really cool.
You did a song with him? Like you collaborated on a song?
Like, so I'm a recording engineer, so I was just pressing the buttons. But we had him in the studio.
Weird. What are the odds?
I know, right? Yeah. I was like, I wonder if it's this David Alexander.
That is super funny. He's a country singer, the one that you know.
Yeah,
the
country
like it's
singer.
Gotta be the same person then.
It's gotta be right. If that was his picture, then yeah, definitely. That's funny.
Is funny. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like some country, like David Alexander was really talented. I just like country is not like my I don't know. I would say I don't think it's like my favorite genre of music. But
yeah. No, I'm with you totally.
Kind of person.
Yeah. It took me a long time to appreciate it. Now I appreciate it. I'm like you. If it's a good song, yeah, I'll be into it. But I don't go like searching it out. Like Cody, our friend who also works here, Cody is big fan. She keeps me. She's my Maya's latest news for country music.
I dig it. That is pretty cool. Yeah, it's an acquired taste for sure. Like country music, especially, is like it's something you got to get used to. Once you get used to it, it's like, oh, I can vibe with this.
Yeah.
But if you're not used to it, it's like I always find that people have very like brash feelings toward country music. Like they love it. Like it's all they listen to, or they're like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, rarely an in between. You're right.
It's like one of those controversial things up there at the top of the list.
Right.
Among all the political things, those things, and then country music.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Maya, awesome show. That was super cool. Do you have Monday motivation for us? I really am in the mood to be motivated.
Okay.
Or maybe you can make.
I didn't have one ready, but I can find one.
You should make one up on the fly.
Okay. Well, there's one I have in mind, but I can't remember what it says. So hold please. Oh, it's never apologize for being yourself. Anyone who expects you to change should be the one apologizing. And that's Matt Bomer.
Love it.
Look at that. It's pretty sweet.
That's
I
good.
like that. It's a good one, Maya.
Yeah.
Where'd you find that one at?
Thanks. Well, I found it a while ago because Matt Bomer is another one of my favorite actors, and so.
Oh, it's an actor. Oh, cool,
yeah.
cool.
And
I dig it.
actually, I also interviewed him last year.
Man, Maya, stop saying that.
She's talked to everybody.
Get me jealous of like.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm like afraid to mention celebrities now. Like my favorite of all these people, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm friends with them too. I'm like, man, I can't wait to meet this person. You're like, yeah, I got them on speed dial.
She's like, yeah, you want me to
Yeah.
introduce you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can get you guys a coffee if you want to. I mean, just let me know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, sweet guys, this is so much fun. Thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for having me over here.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
course.
Thank you.
Of
Thank you.
course.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys make me sound cool. So
You are cool. We're
You
just
are
giving
cool,
the
Maya.
alley-oop. We
Yeah.
throw the ball up and you can dunk it.
That's right. We're riding your coattails, holding on. Well, cool,
that's
guys.
what my mom always jokes when we visit LA. She's like, "We're just riding your coattails."
Yeah.
That's right.
Heck yeah.
Accurate. Very
Best seat of the
accurate.
house. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Well, cool, friends. Well,
Hey,
we'll I'm sure talk to you very soon, Maya. And
Yes. Tomorrow.
tomorrow. See, very soon. I had a feeling it would be very soon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, with a special guest. I'm not going to reveal the secret just yet, but yeah, special
Yeah.
guest. So, guys, make sure you tune in.
Yeah.
Well, cool, awesome. Well, both of you, I hope have an excellent day, and
Yeah.
I'll leave you with a little bit of Maya's theme song. How does that sound?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, friends. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Hey Maya, what's the news? News to keep us in the groove. Hey Maya. Hey Maya. Hey Maya, what's the news? News to keep us in the groove. Hey Maya. Hey Maya. Oh Maya, how we love every single show. From Taylor Swift to R5, please keep us in the know. Descendants, Disney stars, and Sabrina Carpenter. Tell us about music and all that's popular. Hey Maya. Hey Maya, what's the news? News to keep us in the groove. Hey Maya.